Did you like the jewelry I sent? His voice sliced right through the noise at the table. I froze, my fork hanging in the air halfway to my mouth. The whole room went silent, my family's eyes darting around like trapped animals. I answered honestly. What jewelry? His smile fell apart in an instant. Slowly he turned, scanning every face at the table. Where is it? The silence that followed was crushing, heavier than steel. And that was when everything suddenly came into focus. We'd been married for 3 years, steady, comfortable years. He was never flashy, but always thoughtful. The kind of man who remembered the exact shade of my first dress, or the smell of my grandmother's kitchen. That quiet attention to detail was what made me fall for him. Which is why I noticed the moment that precision started slipping. Strange charges on our account, packages marked as delivered when I wasn't home. My mom suddenly wearing a bracelet that looked eerily similar to one I'd once pointed out in a catalog. My sister showing off a necklace that was way too fancy for her paycheck. At first, I brushed it off as coincidence. Families share things, families give gifts. But the pattern grew louder and harder to ignore. The gifts meant for me never showed up. My husband swore he'd ordered them. Yet every season my family sparkled just a little brighter. I didn't connect the dots until that night. And I didn't explode. I didn't demand answers or flip the table. I smiled like everything was fine, while inside, something sharp and unshakable clicked into place. If my family thought they could steal what was meant for me, lie to my face and still get away with it, they had no idea who they were messing with. Revenge isn't rage, revenge is design, and I started building mine. The first step was patience. I told my husband, don't say anything, not yet, let's see how far they'll go. His trust became my secret weapon. I tracked every order, every receipt. I had his accounts linked to mine, so I got alerts for every single delivery. And sure enough, the packages meant for me kept showing up at my parents' house. A ring, a pair of earrings, a watch. All of it disappearing into their hands. Step 2 was evidence. I waited for family gatherings, noting every piece they dared to wear in front of me. I took photos, all time-stamped, building a portfolio of theft hiding under the mask of family. Then came step 3, setting the stage. On our next anniversary, I knew my husband would go big. He ordered a custom diamond set, engraved with my initials. But I never touched it because it never came to me. My mother signed for it at her door, and 2 days later, she wore it to dinner. Bold, careless. That was the night my husband asked me about the jewelry, and I stayed quiet. That was the night his trust in them shattered. But I didn't want shouting or anger, I wanted collapse. So, I pulled the final thread. I contacted the jeweler, reported the theft, filed the insurance claim, handed over every receipt, every photo, every delivery record. All of it pointed to one address, my parents' home. The insurance company paid double value without hesitation. My husband replaced the set, this time delivered straight to my office. But the investigation didn't end there. Within weeks, police were at my parents' door asking questions about mail fraud, federal territory. My mother's hands shook as she clutched the necklace she swore was a gift. My sister, usually so loud, sat silent, lips pale. Their faces must have burned as they realized the trap I'd built was airtight, legal, and completely irreversible. The real climax wasn't loud, it was quiet. At Sunday dinner, they pretended everything was normal. Plates clattered, small talk filled the air, fake laughter held the cracks together. Then I rested my hand on the table. Diamonds shimmered under the light, the real set, engraved unmistakably. Their eyes dropped instantly. I leaned forward, calm and steady. You took everything he gave me. But this was never yours. No yelling, no accusations, just truth sharpened into a blade. This silence wasn't heavy anymore. It was final. After that, the calls stopped. Holidays passed without invitations. That was fine by me. My husband never wavered. Later he told me, I thought I married you for your heart. Turns out I married a strategist. He was right. Now, when I look at that jewelry, I don't just see sparkle, I see clarity. Family isn't blood. Family doesn't steal what belongs to you. And betrayal? Betrayal doesn't deserve confrontation, it deserves erasure. So I cut them out, clean and surgical. And every time the diamonds catch the light, I'm reminded, I didn't lose a family. I removed a cancer,